got two options right there to choose from. So how do you make that decision?
I'm going to tell you this, and this is very, very wild. I knew where I was going to go before I got there. And the crazy thing is my vocal coach, Deborah Bird, she became auntie to me. You know, she's a one of the greatest vocal coaches that I experienced in my lifetime. You know, just with her being very spiritual about it, everything was spiritual. You know, she said, remember who you are, right? And she talked to me about the time when her and John first started working. And John told her, you know, back then I didn't think I sound, you know, good. I think I sound better than ever, and you helped me. And when she said that, I figured, let me trust her. She knows what she's doing, you know. So many seasons on American Idol, so many seasons on The Voice, right? I've got to trust her, right? She's here for a reason.
Absolutely.
And so she said, if you do this like I tell you to, I promise they're going to turn this exact way. I kid you not. Everything that I did, I rehearsed for. I did it, but some things in the moment that you just think of, that you feel that passion right then. Yeah. Let's remember the moment I talked about? Yeah. I was ready for it. And I did a run that I did not rehearse because I was so passionate about what was happening. Everything came to me on stage. And that moment that made me so passionate, remembering who I was, that's when they turned in the correct order she said they would, right? And so what made me choose John was that everything I rehearsed on, he called it right back out to me. And Kelly was basically like, you know, we're vessels. She got me, you know, because we are vessels. But at the same time, you know, as a coach, I'm there so you can tell me how to get better with whatever I'm doing. And he called back everything that I was doing. Wow. And that's why I went with him.
Wow. So how is it working with John and just having that relationship established?
It was kind of like one of those dream things, like, you know, I just really, you know, hugged like hella celebrities real quick, right? And now I have to switch back up and be regular, you know what I'm saying, in front of the cameras because you can't be like starstruck, you know. It's like it's one of those things where you just got to be professional. You know, I was taught to be professional. You know, they're humans and artists just like us. And in that moment, I felt like, yo, this is probably the greatest handshake I've had to this date, you know, with that. And so John is very intentional. He's very cool. Everything he wants, he tells you. You know, he's very comfortable. He'll leave it up to you. You know, whatever he likes, if he feels like it's passionate, if it's, you know, it's neutral, or if it's organic, he's not going to change it, you know, and that's what's speaking to you. You know, he'll just be very just cool about it, very nerdy, you know, super nerd, you know what I mean? So that was a moment that I'll cherish, you know what I'm saying? There's some things that I remember him telling me that, you know, he said it, you know, remember who you are, stay true to what you're doing, you know, always rehearse it. Think of all the greats that were so great, the performances, you know, they rehearsed that stuff until they got it right. And then it oozed on stage. Yeah. And so that's what I did. I didn't do exactly what I rehearsed. It just oozed out of me. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And I understand why I chose him, because things that he was doing in the moment is just oozing out of him. He didn't have to think about what to tell me with it. Yeah. You know, it was just fluent.